Hi, I'm Raquel, and this is Law Librarian Plans. Today, I'm going to be setting up the weekly spreads in my work planner. Let's get started. So, I decided to go with a theme this month. I decided to go with animal print for the month of November. It's a little bit fun. So, we're going to go ahead and remove all the pages that we need for November. So, let's do that. Part of my monthly spread right there. Okay, so we'll see how fast we can do these 4 spreads. The good news is I'm actually on vacation for a lot of this month. I'm actually off the entire last week um, for Thanksgiving week, and then I'm taking some time off starting this day. So we'll see. We'll see if that impacts things. I think I'm gonna have to get some work done even on the week that I'm out on vacation. So I want to make sure that I have the functionality I need. But I'm gonna stick with them in the order they are. They're in alphabetical order by title. So we're just gonna go with that. So first thing I want to do is um, is to cover these titles. So let's cover those up. For a moment there I forgot which planner I was in. I have a different dashboard that I use for my catch haul. I wanted to put a box there. I'm like, nope, don't need a box there. I just need to cover some headings here. And I'm going to leave notes alone. I think everything else is good for now. I don't need the weekend, so I will try to cover that up, but we'll see what we can do here. So one of the interesting things about this book is it's not a big sticker book, but it has big stickers. Like these are very, very large. These are not like normal monthly. So I find it interesting that that's a choice, right? That was made for that book. So yeah. Anywho, I'm trying to think what I want to do because this one has a grid, but the rest of the boxes are lined. So I can't use them. Well, I can use them sideways, but then the lines are bothering me. So I wanted to obscure most of the weekend since I don't work on the weekend. But see, it's what happens. You just pick a book and then it works the way it works. So let me think here. I could use some of these. Let me see. These will cover the whole box. Wow, these are really effective. So maybe what I'll do is I'm going to use this one here for Saturday. I'm gone Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then the next Monday and Tuesday. So should be interesting. But this almost completely covers this box, which is pretty amazing. So we're going to put this one here like so. And it's a pattern, so it doesn't, cause much of an issue there. Maybe, and all these quotes are gold, which is not helpful. Well, we pick a book and then the universe decides how it wants to let us use that book. So these are triangular corners, actually. I think I may use one of those on the other corner. Sort of set the scene, so to speak. I use one somewhere else. Another spread. Okay. Ta, ta, ta. Oops. Pages do not want to move. Let me think. I'm still thinking about what to do here because it's kind of a bit of a challenge there. I'm just quickly looking through the book. Ooh, this quote actually works because it's the same pattern. It's just, or a same color scheme, just a different pattern. So let me see. Put it upside down to see what I'm accomplishing here. Ooh, I like that. It covers most of it. So let's just cover this because this is super dark. I want it to show. The line probably not going to show as much. I'm going to just leave a tiny bit of space in between. And it covers almost all of it. Oh, I love that. Okay, that kind of goes. Fabulous. And let me see if I can find another piece of that abstract print that I could use. Really like that. but it wasn't long enough to cover most of that space. Do, 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 do. I love a challenge sometimes. You know what? I'm going to leave it be. I think it's perfectly fine. And I might decide to take that off. We'll see. All right, let's keep going because otherwise we're never going to finish this. And we have 4 more to do. Do more of what makes you happy. Yes, please. I think that's a perfect message to put down here because that's what I'm doing more of what makes me happy. And I am going to put it in that box and then cut off the excess because I kind of like it as its own sentiment there. That's not cut properly, I know that, but it's cut. So it's a little bit diagonal. And now we're going to pretend it was intentional and do the same thing on the other side and take some of the paper off too. There we go. Kind of diagonal, kind of intentional, kind of not. All right, so next we're going to, now it's bugging me, but whatever. I'm going to leave it be. I'm going to ignore the gold. And I'm going to find boxes to put in these spaces. Now, I have perfectly good boxes, but I'd like to have something a little bit more interesting if I can. So, like I have these plain boxes here. I don't like those patterns though. Well, I do, but not there. I just saw perfect. Oh, look, black quotes. Be the good. Now I kind of want to reverse these boxes. Oh my God. Gotta think about this. Box pattern quote. Nah, I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it all alone, except for the fact that I kind of think that this one break up all that black in that spot. So we're going to just move it. And if you're patient enough, you can remove the stickers probably once, maybe twice. But patience is a virtue. If you pull them too fast, as you do what I did in that corner, which is you kind of tear the paper. I'm going to take this one or tear the sticker, which is even worse. You can always cover torn paper. If the sticker is done, the sticker is done. All right, so I'm going to put this one here. So, because I like it better here. And then that leaves me room to put a quote next to this. So I'm going to put this one down. These are fortunately a little bit square. So they're a little square, so I can nice and straight. Almost straight. Straight there. And now I'm going to grab one of those quotes. And it's bugging me that I cut it. I wish I hadn't cut it, and I cut it, and I regret it, and I might just fix it right now. Sometimes, you make a mistake, and sometimes you can fix it, sometimes you can't. Okay, I took off the piece of paper that I tore off. I'm going to put this one back like so. I'm going to lift it because it's longer than the box, so I'm going to put it underneath. Oh my gosh, I am making such a mess of this sticker, of the whole thing, but I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix it. Fix it, fix it, fix it. It looks a little bit less tragic now. So I just put the black back there. And yes, I can see it, but you know what? I don't mind. And it's better than it was. So it looks better to me than it was. All right, so I want to put a quote here. So I'm going to pick, and sorry, I moved all my pages and now everything is, as my friend says, higgledy piggledy. All right. Let's put one of these quotes here. I'm going to put enjoy today. I'm not going to be looking at this. This is not coming with me to CPC, but nice to know. But I reminded myself to enjoy today. All right, perfect. Now I'm done with that corner. Thank goodness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so let's go back to the issue of the boxes. And what I'd like to do, I kind of love that. I would love to cut around that and put it, well, one of these pattern ones and put it somewhere. I might still do that. So let's see. I saw a box that I liked, but now I can't see it again. Big plans, busy day, laundry, important. I could do important up there, even though that's not really. I'm going to do the brown one here. This should say top 3, but since I don't have a top 3 sticker and I have a sort of a whole thing of white there, that kind of makes it a little bit better. This one should say next week, but again, I don't have a box that says next week, so I'm picking from those colors in that sticker on the bottom. So I'm going to see if I can find a box. I know there are boxes in here that I do exactly what I want. So there's the peachy color, but I think I'm going to go back to these. And I'm going to do the peachy color. And I'll just handwrite the titles. And peachy color goes up here. Sorry, I'm just putting it off camera so I can do it very quickly. We're running very, very slow at this point. All right, so there's that one. And then the blue, which is the other color. There's blue, there's yellow, there's peach, and there's brown, and tiny bit of green on that in that box, in this pattern box down here. But we're gonna use the blue here. I kind of box myself in a corner by picking this because usually I like to have a lot of decoration on this side, and this book definitely does not have much decoration left. So plus there's silver and there's gold, and I feel like I've committed now because I used the silver foil, so that limits my options of what I can do here. But one thing I can do is I really want to hide this. I will not use this for notes, but I will still put notes on here. There we go. Now it looks more like it's part of the color scheme. Yeah, a million gold quotes. And I'm like, nope, no thank you. No thank you very much. There's the black and silver. I could continue the boxes across. And I could continue the color scheme. I can continue the color scheme. I'm not going to continue the boxes just for the sake of putting boxes down. Although kind of tempted to put the, I am so tempted because I would never use that anywhere else. Yep, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. I still have a room for notes, but ugh, not quite that flourishy. This has to be straight and it has to fit in here. Okay, let's see. Oh, I kind of like that. Kind of flourishy. It's kind of the theme, kind of running, although that is definitely crooked because I can see that it's not straight on the side. So hopefully I can just move this one and leave the one alone in the bottom. There we go. It can be a little bit impulsive when it comes to decorating my planner. Okay. Gets me in a whole world of trouble. Not really, but that's still not perfectly straight, but it's close enough. Better than it was anyway, to me. All right, that takes care of the bottom of this. It takes care of this side, which needs to be functional. Now let's see what we can do. Let's play with the rest of this. So clearly we don't have all the boxes that we need and we don't have all the colors that we need. So I'm just going to, oh, those are more triangles. Oh, almost pulled a triangle thinking it was a box, and common mistake. I did see circles, and I think I might use the circular stickers. There's also some strips of color here that could be fun. So, and where did my boxes, circle boxes go? Let's see. I have little flags which I can use. Oh, come on, circles. Where are you? All right. I'm going to start deconstructing this book, taking out the things I want to use because it's annoying me that it's very hard to use right now. I might use a quote from that. Okay, here are my circles. Okay. So usually I like to use squares, but I think I'm going to go with the circles this time. And I'm going to use a blue one here. I only need, or I only really need two. So I'm going to use, I'm going to not use the one with the stripes because that's going to be hard to line up. So I think I'll use the yellow and the peach maybe. Yellow and the peach. I don't really want to bring out the yellow. So maybe the orange, the peach and the brown. There we go, the peach and the brown. So I'm going to put a peach one here. So, and maybe perhaps get those dots straight so that they don't make me dizzy. Yeah, those are a little bit straighter now. There, and we'll use the brown one with the grid, which somehow the grid is smaller than the grid pattern is smaller, so I think it lines up that. Oops, nope, not there. There we go. Doesn't really line up with the boxes at all, with the lines, so it is what it is. All right, and then I'm going to use this quote. What you love. I'm going to go here. It's okay that it goes into the next line. Oh, except that's not very straight at all because that day I'm off. So it doesn't matter what goes there. But it matters that this is straight. So I'm going to turn this upside down and try to get this sticker as straight as possible. Not the same shade of brown, but it's brown, so close enough. All right. Oops. Page upside down. This is taking a while. This one is a struggle. Then what else can we use here? These are so specific. I'm going to use the blue one, I think, here that says reminder, even though I don't know what I'm going to need to be reminded of, but we'll assume that there's a reminder that's needed that day. Okay. And then live with intention. Make today the best day ever. The future is looking bright. Plan a life you love. The other thing I'm noticing is there's not very many dots, and I like to use dots on my days. So I kind of got myself in a corner with this one. Not my finest moment, I will say. And those are ginormous. And I don't know why the point is of those, but all right. We can use silver ones. They're not great holographic, but they will work. They're dots, so I'm going to use holographic dots. Sorry if you're watching the video, I'm being blinded by the holo on these. They're so cute, but no blinding. Okay. Did I scratch that one out of? No, I think I did. I cannot see the angle very well. I'm going to get up and look at it in a minute, but one, two, and three, because I have no other colors to play with. I only have that. I have more copies of this book somewhere, but I don't want to look for them. One of these days, I'll start bringing stuff back up here. All right, so let's see. I love this animal print there, but doesn't help. All right, so let's use some of these. Kind of like the idea of using this right in it. Yeah, I kind of like that. Weird, but I kind of like it. Do that one there. I want to do a brown one. I'm going to do a brown one, although it won't fit because it's not the same size. But I want to do this one here. Yeah, doesn't fit. So I can, however, remove that. Maybe I'll remove it up there too. I'll just put one of these here. I like the idea of having a spotlight kind of space to write on. And this is giving it a little bit of color, which this desperately needs. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to move this. Now that we don't have an extra dot, I'm going to move it, line it up. This is what you do when you don't have enough decorative elements. You just add a little bit of color some other way. So that's what we're going to do. All right, let's keep working through this book and see what else. I want a box here, and I don't know what that box is going to look like, but we'll put a box there before this is over. We have a lot of the striped pattern, which is great, but I don't really need it. The ideal thing would be a box that I could put on its side. Okay. Black. Do hello weekend, but I already put text down here, so I don't want to add too much text. See, these boxes would have been, one of those boxes would have been great. Share your magic with the world. Oh, so many good messages. Love that. I'm about to move on from this thing. It's kind of driving me a little banana cuckoo. I can't find exactly what I'm looking for. I thought there was a busy day one. Oh, there it is. Busy day, which is for Thursday, because it'll be the last day in the office for a few days. So it will truly be a busy day. And I think we're gonna leave it at like that because I can't find anything else that I like. I might put a box there. In fact, I will put a box there. I don't have an orange one that's the right the right size. I think I'm going to put another strip. So let me see. Do I have a strip in orange? Don't have a strip that's mostly pink or mostly orange or whatever that color is. I don't want brown. I don't want blue. So I guess I'm going to have to pick Gryffindor. No. All right. Okay. I have an idea. A possible idea, maybe. Do something like this. I never use these for anything because I don't use them in my vertical. Don't really do much for me here. I'm just basically making that box, adding a little bit of something next to the box. And then I'll put like off to CPC or something like that, and that'll do the trick. If I had one of the bigger boxes, I would have used one of those. But that one, oh, I do have one of the bigger boxes. I found a bigger box. Wow, this one has taken me much too long, and I did not expect it to be this much of a challenge. But that's what happens when you don't look at the book before you get started. All right, 1, 2. More boxes than I would like to use. Here. And I'll make it like I'll put like an arrow or something. I don't know. I'll do something with it. If I do like that. Oh, look at that. It's like a little pointy thing. Terrible pointy thing. Horribly ugly pointy thing, but it is a pointy thing. Yeah, we're gonna leave it at that. Okay, let's move on from this disaster and let's move to Colorful Leopard. It's our next book. All right, old books here we're dealing with. So this one, I love those boxes. So again, we have 2 days that I'm off, the beginning of the week. So I'm going to see what we can do here. I feel we have a few more boxes here to play with. So let's see what we can do. I hate the fact the pages keep moving on me. All right, let's put it here. Put it here. And let's come up with, start at the back. Okay. Do that. Yeah, I can do that. I'll wipe that out though. So that's the holiday. And then Monday I'm off. So that works pretty nicely right there. All right. See what else we can put in here. Oh, we still have plenty of the clear ones. I'm going to put another one of those. Maybe I'll put some of the clear ones there too. Oh, look at that. I finished a page. Yay. Makes me so happy. A fun goal to try to finish as many pages as possible this year and use as many books as possible. Nope, not there. Try it again. The other way around. There we go. All right, we used a sticker. Awesome. think I will use one of the clear ones, one of the clear clusters. This is another book that I know I have extra copies of because I love animal print, so kind of hard to stay away from it. All right. There we go. And then I'm going to use this pink one. And I'm going to obscure that. Put the pink one there. I think it fits. Maybe it doesn't. No, it's too big. I don't think I have a small enough one, so I'm just going to cut it. Switch it upside down. Look at that. Covered that very nicely. Then turn it sideways. I'm going to take this piece that I cut off, put it here, and now we have it filled. Awesome. And then I can fit one more piece here, but do I want to try that? I kind of do. I'm going to cut a shape. Try to cut the shape so that it's like that. That's how it belongs. It barely fits in the space. That's exactly what I wanted. All right, then now we have two small pieces that I need to use somewhere else. I think I can use one here. So, and then use the other one here, like so. Might not end up filling up this space nearly as well as I filled that one on the top, but that's okay. Okay, and never mind that I still have the weekend also. So, yeah, that's going to be an interesting month with all this time off. All right, I'm going to use one of these here. Okay, one. I like these boxes. They're very easy. They feel easy anyway. And they have decor, so they kind of a little bit of pizzazz for the page. All right, there's that. I'm starting on the right side because that's what's feeling right this time around. I don't think I have it. Oh, I have a meeting on Friday though. So Friday, we'll use the orange meeting. This one. That's what I'm doing that day. Okay. And birthday appointment, boxes, more boxes. I think I'm going to use Hello Weekend here. Yeah, that works. And I really don't like that orange meeting, but it is what it is. So, okay. Another book that's well loved, as I like to say. I think I want to use this one. So I'm going to change that meeting for the lighter color one. I saw the orange one, the peachy color of that one still available. So let's see if that's true. And that pretty much finishes this side, which makes me very happy because it's going faster than I thought. After that first spread gave me so much grief. Yep, there's the little peachy one. So I'm going to use the peachy one here instead of the orange one. It's perfectly fine. I just don't want it there. I want the lighter color for whatever reason. And not many dots, as I have very defined things to do this week and not much time for anything else. So, all right. The plan. Yeah, I think I'm going to use the plan up here, which is the top three. Not much time to get a top three done this week, I will tell you. I'm just whiting out all the boxes, all the headers I will not use. Okay, there we go. And where did the plan go? The plan was in this page. The plan. That'll be my top three for the week. And sorry I'm moving the page so much, but otherwise this is going to take me a good hour, and I would like to be done and let you go. You can leave anytime, obviously, but I want to try to show you something that is finished sooner rather than later. I would love a couple more boxes. So I'm going to go back to these pattern boxes that I like and use those if I can find them. Okay, here's some more of those pattern boxes. There's 4 of them left. So I think I'm going to use, I hate using it here, but it's too big, overkill really. But I'll use one of them here. That's for next week. And never mind, I still have to fill up some space. So we'll figure out how to do that in a minute. I want to put ASAP, even though I'm going to use the word work instead. That's what this is. This is work. I don't have a to-do, but this will work nicely in this spot. Okay. All right. And then now let's see what else we have available, which is not much, to decorate on this left side of the page. Not very much by way of quotes or whatnot, but stay wild, be free. Yes, let's use that one. And I think I saw another box that I kind of liked that could go with that one, or I could be wrong. A lot of the deco is pretty much decimated in this book. Can I do stay wild and be free? Yeah, I'm going to use that one there. Right. And so I use that one there. And I'm trying to think what else I can do. I kind of like this for over here. In fact, I like it a lot for over here. It kind of blocks. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually cut this on the diagonal. And I'm going to use part of it on this side and part of it on the other side, I think. It's sort of a make your own deco kind of moment. I'm going to use this one here. And then this one, put on this corner. And I like that. Oh, there's another one. Well, that's the stripy one, which goes with that. And then what else? What else could we use? I kind of want to put something, it's going to be a bumpy ride or something like that. Put it here. No, doesn't really go anywhere else. I mean, I could put it there, but it doesn't really go. On to the next adventure. Hello today. Weekend vacation. That's the previous weekend. I think we may be done with this one. So this for the size of the coffee I'm gonna need that day. Coming back after a time off, always always delightful. Um, Especially fun time off. Like regular time off, who cares? That fun time off. That's the one that gets hard. No, it doesn't really go. I could put something here. Nah, I'm gonna leave it alone, and we're gonna leave that one alone too. All right, we'll move on. That's number two. So here I usually put my outfit of the day kind of thing. So not a pretty well defined use at this point. Next year's planner does not have. Oh no, this is the same one next year. Never mind. I have to think about what I want to do with it. Because outfit of the day is kind of boring uh, and unnecessary. All right, so we're gonna use Modern Wild for this one, and I think for Modern Wild I have much more deco still. Oh yeah, plenty of deco. So we're gonna be in good shape here. Uh, Escape the ordinary. Just do your thing. Yeah, just do your thing. That's a good one. Okay. Right. Cover. Oops. Cover that one. Put this here. Like so. Perhaps get it straight. Maybe. Should we aim to make it straight? And guess what? It's tearing the page. So you know what? That's as straight as it's gonna get. Because I don't want to tear my page. Um, that's a bummer. I'm gonna use this animal print down here, like so. And that's gonna bug me forever and a day. And I wish I had some undo. I don't like undo. I don't use undo, but right now I'm wishing I had it. Let me see if I can peel it from this side and then get around the fact that it tore a tiny little bit. I think I might be able to. Doesn't try to tear again. Might be okay. Well, I think I got past the spot. Yep, I got past the worst of the tear. Awesome. Look at that. So that is so much straighter. Okay. But now you can see the white. The I don't think it's that straighter at all, but whatever. I'm calling it done because I have no patience for it. There we go. If it's straighter, that's great. And if it's not, it's okay because we're moving on. All right. This is a regular week for me, except for the fact that I'm working from home a different day. So we're going to start with all the things. This is my last day in the office until after Thanksgiving. So this is exactly what I want to be thinking about that day is all the things, including if I'm going to bring any files home or not bring any files home, but anything I have to plan to do at home next week, even though I'm off. All right. Yeah, this book is great. Wow. Why haven't I used this book more than this? I don't understand. Be Bravely You. Oh my gosh, this is great. Love the colors on this. A lot of stuff for the weekend. Important vacation appointment, don't forget. Date night. Find your wild. Lots of dots. This is great. All right. Apparently, I have not touched this book, or if I've touched it, I've used like 3 boxes because it looks remarkably unused, unlike the other two that were very much used. Okay, so let's see. I think I just saw a to do. All right, so I'm going to use this to do right up here, like so. Perfect. And focus, because that's exactly what we're doing that day. These are the top 3. I prefer to put my own labels, but these are too perfect not to use. And then, oh heck, we're just gonna go with like whatever random thing we can find. I like these black headers. They look very fun and elegant in some way. I can't tell if that's straight or not though. Yeah, that is straight. So we're gonna use some bullets there for the top 3. And because they're so cute, I'm gonna use all 3 colors. 1, 2. They're tiny, tiny, tiny little beads. And 3. Okay. See what the largest thing I can find to use in this section. All the plans for this weekend. Lots of weekend boxes. That would have been great if this were my home planner. I'm working from home that day. I get to have somebody come and check our heating system. Part of the maintenance that happens. I like all the quotes. The quotes are great. I kind of like this one. Get it done. I don't usually go with the big boxes, but I'm going to do that this week. Last big week before vacation. I think it's 1 o'clock. And that's why the bells are tolling, which means it's time for football. I better wrap this up soon. All right, let's see. At the same time, it's great. It has so many good things, but it's all very repetitive, which is fun and at the same time infuriating because I don't want to have that many quotes necessarily. If I break this up with that, maybe I can put a that's what I'll do. I'll flank the quote with some animal print. I want gold animal print though. I want plain old animal print. I think I saw another spot that had animal print without sparkles, excuse me, or gold or anything like that. So that's gold. Gold. And I'm sorry if you can't see this. I'm doing this off camera because every time I put something on top of the book, it kind of makes a big mess of it. I'm just going as quickly as possible through the sticker book. See if I can find another bit of animal print without the gold shimmer. Lots of bullet points. My goodness, so many bullet points. Oh, and boxes, which is great. But yeah, no, there's no more. There's no more. So I'll use this one here. Section that off like so. Add a little bit more pattern. All right, it's going to have to live with that because I can't find anything else that is going to do the trick. So let's finish the right side and we're going to move on from this. Didn't I have 3 dots there? I lost a dot. Or I didn't put it down, one or the other. No, I lost a dot. Interesting. Okay. Put the pink dot, put another pink. Oh, it's still attached to the tweezers. Okay. So then I'm going to take the other pink dot that I took from that spot. I'm going to put one here. Actually, no, not there. Opposite side. 1, 2, 3. Lots of dots in this one. Not enough on the other one and too many on here. Well, plenty in here. Means that if I do a vertical spread with this, I'll be good. Because I use a lot of dots in that one too. All right, 2 and 3. And then here we're going to do that darker color, 2 and 3, that kind of brick, light brick, very, very light brick color. I'll find some boxes that coordinate with that pink. This one's coming along a lot faster, a lot easier, less painful, which is a good thing. There, so you can see more or less what I'm doing. There are some boxes in here, not just the itty bitty stuff like you see here, but these are monthlies. They're great, but this is not a monthly spread. So many good quotes. So many good quotes in this one. Wow. Day off, celebrate, all sorts of good stuff. Ooh, I like those. Wow, those are fancy. Fancy boxes. All right. So apparently not as many rose boxes as I thought. 2 left. I use this one here. Only place that I really have to put it. And then we'll get some extra decor and we're going to move on from this one faster than we can, or faster than a speeding bullet or something. Maybe we'll use this one that says Wild Ideas. Here because we can and it's kind of fun. All right, we're going to have to use some of this because we don't have any more pattern that's not gilded. So we're going to grab this one and I'm going to take off part of it, leave that part here. I'm going to put this one here like so. There we go. And then we're going to need something here and we're going to move on from this spread. Let's see. I may go back to that small piece that I just cut off and put it in that spot because it fits and it saves me some time. That's the danger with these animal print ones. They can be hard to decorate because they don't have enough stuff. So I'm going to take this, use this spotlight right here on the right, like so. Probably write work from home or something silly like that in that box. And then put this one. Yeah, there we go. All right, I think that finishes that spread. I kind of wish I had something decorative to go there, but I'm running out of ideas and I'm running out of stuff to use. So we're going to just move on. And one more spread, and we're going to call this a day. All right. And then this is the last spread for the month of November, and it happens to end on a Sunday. I love that. Oh, this book is a little bit destroyed. You can see I put a ring there because it was definitely not in good shape. So, ooh, this has a lot of black. Oof. Oh, okay, it has some good orange um, and black, like plain, not just the metallic ones, because the metallic ones hurt my eyes. All right, want to do this box for noted. Oh, I'm on vacation this week. Huh. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see what we can do here since this is kind of different. This is a vacation week. Except I'm probably going to end up working Monday and Tuesday now that I think about it. Or part of the day anyway. So you know what? I'm going to go back to that box that I had and I'm going to use it because chances are I will work a small part of that those 2 days. Then we are actually off. The office is closed from Wednesday through Friday. We'll use that one there. And I think I will go with the orange one with the metallic because we can. Might as well just do it. Get it over with. Okay. Okay. And then we don't really need anything else. So let's see what big deco we can find in here, which is nothing. I'm afraid there's a whole lot of nothing. We're going to use some animal print with metallic animal print and just plaster it. Let's just I'm gonna look to see if I can find a big box that I can use. I think this book actually came in a big size too. Somebody could confirm that for me. I don't remember, but I'm just gonna combine the metallic pieces with the non-metallic pieces and just kind of cover the whole thing up. I'm gonna use some black ones too. Just plain old black. Good. I've been very stingy with these stickers. I can tell that I've been trying to save them. And we just have to let go. Ooh, this one has animals in it. Wow, how fabulous. What? I use this one on this side. I want to use this quote here. Yeah, I like that. then maybe put an animal next to it. At this point, we're just decorating away and trying to like finish this up. This is a vacation week, so it really doesn't need anything, but why not? Yep, I'm gonna do more of this. Right here. And let's see if I can find a yeah, I'll use the light pink underneath it. So light pink with black. And let's see what else we can find. Kindness is magic. Oops, sorry folks. Let's move that on my screen. I'm just adding stuff at this point, just trying to cover up a lot of those spaces because I'm not going to be working that week. Use this strip. Oh no, that's super thin. Never mind. Thought it was going to give me a little bit more leeway. I have these boxes, which I am going to use up here to mark my sections. And I will probably write a next week list because then I'll have to come back with a vengeance to finish up work on in December. But what else could we do in here? I want to put something here that is not animal print. And I decided not to use bullet points because this is going to be basically just trying to get things done at that point. Oh, I see. These are extra pages. Got it. Gratitude is the memory of the heart. I can also say love these days, which is true. But I think I'm going to use the gratitude quote because it works. And being Thanksgiving week and all that good stuff. So, yep, I just covered part of that sticker. That's okay. Love these days, that's for sure. Oh, these are nice. These are smaller sized ones. And then we're going to wrap this up pretty quickly. And again, these are my top 3 to-dos. And next week, this is going to be my to-dos for the week. It's going to be top 3. See if I can find some bullets because I like to leave this ready. Point is to be able to pick these up and get going. And yes, this is a week that I'm supposed to be on vacation, but I'll probably attend our huddle that day and see what's happening. And I might work a little bit to just make sure that I have everything under control before I go back on Monday, December 1st. Okay, there are some small graphics in here. I grab some of those. I don't even know if they belong in this book or not, but just add those. And I don't want to put this zebra, standing zebra over here. Give it a little something something because it's kind of something boring right now. All right, folks, I think that is all. So let's recap very, very quickly our four spreads for the month of November. We have this is the colorful animal. Gave me a lot of grief. This is colorful leopard. This one is modern wild. And this last one is wild styled, I think volume 2. Thank you so much for staying with me all this time. If you like this video, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye.